Hey there, option addicts. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Hope you guys all had a great Memorial Day weekend. I got some price patterns I'm here to share. Did some research last night, stayed up till the wee hours, and then woke up a few hours later. Got done giving my presentation this morning, so I'm going to release them. Today we're going to start off with COBZ. There you go. It's already spelled out. Look at that. Downward trend. Descending triangle. It's a cheap stock, so not really all that excited about an options play here, but maybe a short stock play here if it breaks below about 1840. Looking for about about a 1.5 point move or so. So that's COBZ. KFY flag pattern. You can see it's gapped open outside of that this morning. Wait for volume to confirm, and not a huge move that I'd be expecting here. Look at that. It's only about a 1 point move in a $20 stock. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's going to be something you'll want to watch out for. Next, Hanson's. I've been watching this thing for about a freaking month here. Still got nothing. So watching for a break above 40 for that before I enter into any trade. Jack Henry. Nice flag. Looks like it's breaking out here this morning. I've been watching it do this over the last couple days. I like that action today. Just want to wait for some volume to confirm. And look at that movement here from 24 to 26. About a 2 point move, and it's already 50 cents underway. XTO, anything related to energy today has a pretty low risk entry point. That includes Chevron, OIS, Valero. There's tons of stocks out there. Refiners, manufacturers, the whole bit. So watch oil. If you don't have any oil, you might want to consider watching something that you think looks good as far as a chart setup and get into some plays. There's a lot out there. Literally almost everything I saw. So Children's Place, nice break of this symmetrical triangle. You can see kind of the outer edges of that. I have marked in the middle here where my finger is the apex, which is where you've got to be willing to give the stock in order to bounce to determine whether the pattern's failed or not. And here it is right at that, and could be turning down. So it might be a second successful retest to enter into a bearish trade, or if you look at the bigger picture here, I'm going to delete all my items, you might have a double bottom that's just dying to break out and confirm the higher high here at about 55, 56. So either way, I think you got a good trade one way or the other. Just wait for confirmation depending on which way you want to take that trade. Home builders right now. I'm pulling up Pulte. You'll see a double bottom there. If I were to pull up Toll Brothers, you'll see kind of a triple bottom almost. It looks like a lot of these stocks are bottoming out. Now I'm kind of nervous about these guys. The whole thing's played out. There's not a lot of good news going on out there, except for new home sales looked okay. Existing was pretty weak, but anyhow, some bottoming formations shaping up on some of these home builders. So just keep an eye out on them because you never know when they might want to break higher. Questar, STR. You've got a little bit of a flag brewing here. You had a nice little run up, a slight consolidation. Waiting for a breakout to the upside here. I bet it drops a little bit more, but we've been hot on this thing since it broke 100, and it's going to keep running. So have it on your radar. You also, if you look at this from a long-term support bounce, we're getting pretty close to support. So in any event, it looks like a pretty darn good trade no matter how you draw it up. Next, BHI. I don't know. Too early to call this a double top. On a 6-month chart, this isn't really a 52-week high that it's coming off of, so it's kind of in between trends. But I wouldn't be too surprised to see a short-term reversal on this guy. So I don't know. It's still pretty early. You have to wait below a break of 79 for any kind of a confirmation here. Who knows? Maybe it bottoms here and turns higher and breaks higher. So we all know the importance of confirmation, so wait for it. BRLI, got a great head and shoulders here. I'm going to delete this trend line. And you'll see shoulder, shoulder, head. Got the neckline highlighted here, waiting for a break of that before I buy any puts. Could be a pretty good movement, though, to test some prior lows. Got to keep moving. LRCX. I love this stock. And let me zoom out here a little bit, but 1-year chart. Look at this cup and handle. Just amazing. Came up here, touched resistance, pulling back. Anyone, I get a lot of questions about this, a lot of rounding formations without the handle, but this looks great. In fact, if you look at this guy, I think it's on a 5-year chart. I must be mistaken. Must be another stock. But anyway, I like that as a short-term cup and handle. I think there's a pretty good breakout once it starts to move higher. Keep it on your radar. Private Bank Corp, the illiquid stock, the one that just keeps on dropping no matter what, is forming another descending triangle here. can extend it back to about 36, down to 33. So I'm expecting another 3-point drop when support fails. So keep it on your radar. Phillips Van Heusen, got to move quickly here. Another monster head and shoulders. Might want to take some time and look at that. It's still a little early. Waiting for the breakout of the neckline, which is right over here at about 53, which, again, that could be another month before that happens. But I'm putting it out there, so keep an eye on it. Short Jeff, JEF. Why? This morning, great follow-up on a nice little break of a head and shoulders that I got into on Friday. Took a little trade, nothing major. But if we start taking out some of these prior levels here, I'm going to add a couple more contracts, I think. But I think this one ends up moving. If you look at this, a reversal, probably about 3 to 4 points, maybe even a little bit more, which puts the stock down at 26, getting close to 25, which is nearing some pretty substantial lows. So keep it on your radar. I think today's a good confirmation also. Volume should be there by day's end. Next, ANF, ascending triangle. There it is, a little ways out in front of this one like I normally am. Wait for a breakout of about 83, 84. I think you got a pretty good continuation pattern. It's one of the stronger cats in retail. And Best Buy, still watching for a good reason to trade this one, but this descending triangle keeps getting stronger and stronger. Anyway, there's a better depiction of that. You can see equal lows right at about 46, 46 and a quarter, lower highs. Wait for a break of 46, and this thing ought to keep cascading lower. And one more flag, Amylin Pharmaceuticals. Great confirmation here this morning. Wait for some volume. So those are my patterns for this week. Some things I'm watching, some things I presented to my price patterns trading room. Keep them on your radar. Maybe a couple interesting trades for the week for you there. And anyways, thanks for listening. If you're catching this on YouTube, visit me at www.optionaddict.blogspot.com. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care.